Hi friends, my name is Michelle and welcome to the Homestead Baker. I just thought I'd give you a quick update as to our progress of the items we've sown in our tunnel. So let's get started. Here we have our tomato plants. So what we've done is we've kind of made this makeshift frame for them, and we've got a little bit of twine attached there and attached to the plant just to kind of grow them upwards. I think tomato plants in nature, they're vine plants, so I think they're instinctively want to go and grow and spread on the ground, but I find if you put a little bit of twine or something just to support them upwards. So what we're actually going to do as well is we're going to put twine across here as well, just as a kind of a creeper, just to give them a little bit of support. But these tomato plants are coming on great since the last update. Most of them are now flowering, and I'd say a few weeks, maybe 4, we might start seeing some tomatoes appearing and coming up. Here is our spring onions. So these are really flying up. So these are 6 weeks in the ground, so this is about 6 weeks germination, and you can see that they're starting to get nice and thick. And realistically, like we could start pulling them now, but we're just going to wait for another week or two just to give them a little bit more growth on them and get them a bit bigger. But I'm so happy with these. What I'm going to do is put another bed right here of them to kind of bring on the next batch of spring onions. These are our strawberry plants. So as you can see, these strawberry plants here, they're flying along. Lots of flowers, lots of strawberries coming on them. These plants are actually plants that I've grown off the runners from last year, so they're free plants along with these plants here, and the rest of our plants are really flying along. So there is a lot of runners starting to appear on them, and I'm thinking I might just nip them because I don't need these runners just yet, so more will appear later on in the season. But I just want to keep the growth in the main plant to have the strawberries develop. And you can see there's lots of strawberries coming up there on them, so I can't wait for these to come in, be nice and tasty. And we do have a couple down here that are actually starting to turn colour, so they can be plucked very, very soon. Our cabbage plants are here, coming along nicely, and you can kind of see that the heads are starting to form on them. So I'd say a couple of weeks and they'll be ready to go. Lettuce plants are really flying along. So we've pulled 4 heads of lettuce here. There's lots more that we can harvest. I'm going to harvest a few of those heads now today and have them for during the week. But we have some plants coming along, seeds coming along, which I'll show you in a sec, that we can just fill in there. Put a little bit of compost in that soil, dig it up a little bit and re-sow new starters. Here's our cauliflower. It's really coming along as well, and it is starting to form here, the little head in the middle, so you can see kind of here it's starting to grow. In a couple of weeks I'd say we'll have some cauliflower. Just a little bit more cabbage coming along. Again, this is greyhound cabbage, so it's pointy cabbage. Starting to form the head there and nice big leaves. So we'll be able to start enjoying our own homemade cabbage now shortly. Here is some lettuce. This is actually lettuce plants that I have grown from seed, so from scratch. And hopefully in a couple of weeks, once all of this lettuce down here is used, this will be coming in. So we're kind of starting to rotate our crop now. Basil plant, 129 in Aldi. We had it up in the house, so I've just planted it out today. It's looking a little bit miserable there at the moment. So I just planted it out there. I'm going to give it a little bit of tomato feed, a bit of watering, and hopefully the heat and the light in this tunnel might bring it along, but we'll just have to wait and see. And again, we'll just give you an update on my seedlings. So here we have some swede that I planted out, so it's quite strong-ish. We'll just have that grow a little bit more before we can plant it out. Some cauliflower seeds there that I've planted that are coming along, that they can go out in the garden now. move this out of the way. Some cabbage that I've planted out, some a little bit stronger than others, but they can go out in the garden as well. So some tomato plants here. This is regular tomato plants. This is cherry tomato plants. And we're going to plant one of the tomato plants here, just where the wheelbarrow is, up that, and the rest are going to go outside. These are the seeds that I started last week, and you can see that they're really coming on. So I planted 20 Brussels sprout seeds, 6 lettuce, 6 cauliflower, 6 cabbage, and 6 cherry tomatoes. So my cherry tomatoes aren't coming up yet, but everything else is starting to peer up. So this is what I mean by succession planting. So we have, we'll say, some cauliflower or cabbage in the ground that's ready to grow. We have got some more cabbage outside that is coming up. This cabbage will go in next, so this will be the next one that's ready, and then by the time that this is ready, my cabbage plants here will be grown, and we'll be able to plant them out in the garden. And then I will every 2 weeks plant some new seeds. So I plant 6. I generally plant 6 at a time, so there will be a continuous supply of fresh cauliflower, fresh lettuce, fresh cabbage. Brussels sprout seeds, the plants will grow. I'll put them possibly in the corners up here, or maybe down where the strawberries are, and they will be ready for Christmas time. And last week I had run out of swede seeds, so I've planted 6 more swedes today and 6 more broccoli seeds today. So if you guys want to see how I plant them, I'm going to link that video in the description box below, and you can guys take a look at that if you want. But as it stands now, I mean, there's great progress coming in this garden, and hopefully we'll start enjoying more fruits of our labour in the next couple of weeks from the harvest. So I suppose the reason why we do this is price inflation, tastier food options, much cheaper. So as I said, I planted some seeds today in terms of the Brussels sprout, or sorry, the broccoli and the swedes. A packet of swede seeds. I use Irwin seeds for this, is what I got in the garden centre today. $2.49 for a packet of 600 seeds, so it's quite reasonably, and if you have the space to grow it up, I'd highly recommend you plant out some seeds. I mean, anyone can do it in terms of you don't need a big garden. So I just want to say a quick thank you guys for watching this video, and please subscribe to my channel. If you have any comments or updates or tips, because I'm quite new to this gardening, please share in the comments box below. I greatly appreciate all your feedback and all your help in this unique journey. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, bye.